Hi everyone, happy Saturday. My name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel, and today I have for you another episode of my Bath & Body Works Saturday ritual haul. For those of you who are new here, normally my Saturday ritual haul videos entail the hubs and I getting up, going and getting coffee and breakfast, stopping at our local outlet store, then hitting up usually at least one other store, hauling some stuff and sharing it here with you on the channel. However, I am still in Michigan spending time with the stepdad. I know I often phrase it as I'm helping him out, but more and more I'm coming to realize that he's really helping me heal as well after the passing of my mom. So I did go with the stepdad, and a little bit different than normal, we went last night. And that is because yesterday, Bath & Body Works did a one-day men's shop sale, and they had some full-size colognes on discount. The stepdad wanted to pick up one of those. So I have that to share with you. We also spent probably 40 minutes sniffing all the new fall candles that are in the store. He hadn't really spent much time sniffing Halloween stuff, so we spent some time over in that section. I will say he was completely unimpressed and liked none of the Halloween fragrances except maybe the vampire blood candle a little bit. So we skipped over all the Halloween stuff. He chose a couple of candles, which is where I'm going to start. I picked up a candle to review. I had to pump the brakes because I wanted to really buy a lot of the new fall candles, but I'm flying back to California on Monday and I did not want to have to figure out a way to ship these and or pack these into luggage, especially because I've already got this box over here of Goose Creek candles I got to figure out how to get home. So I only bought one. And I had to limit myself. It was very hard. And also there's a Yankee outlet store, a legit outlet store right there. And I was like, nope, I'm not even going to go in because I will do more damage. So I'm going to start with the candles first. And I'll show you what he got. I don't have a large haul. I mean, probably medium size for me, really. It's in a small bag, but they double bagged it. And this thing is heavy. So I will start with the candles since I know that's what a lot of y'all are here for, and I'll go ahead and begin with the ones that he chose, which I support. They aren't necessarily my favorites, wouldn't be my picks, but it's his house, it's his nose, and I will burn them with him because I love candles regardless. So the first one he picked up, one of the OGs, Leaves. Now this is just classic Bath & Body Works Harvest fall season, so I don't blame him. And the more I look at this, y'all, first of all, it looks better in person than it did online. Second of all, I think this is supposed to be like a book because this looks like a bookmark to me. And then these kind of look like books on a shelf, although very, you know, abstract, conceptual. And either that, then it's a, you know, graduation gown, which I don't think that makes any sense. So I think that's a bookmark. The lids on these are really pretty. You've got some leaves etched on here, the Bath & Body Works name. This is kind of a brushed, it's almost a bronze color, and then white wax, and these are kind of a more of a medium stiff ropey wick. Leaves, in case you're new to it, is crisp red apple, golden nectar, and warm clove spice. And this is just, to me, a very classic apple fragrance. It is fresh apple. It is tart, but not tart by the way of like a green apple, but just the kind of tart where you bite into a fresh red apple that's kind of sweet and tart and you get that saliva that activates back here. It kind of hits you in that same spot when you're smelling it. It's just very fruity, very bright, and also a little bit sweet. And I feel like because there's that golden nectar, there's a hint of like sharpness in this that I can't quite identify. It almost reads like a really, really sharp honey. It's not super sweet. It's like a touch, like someone drizzled an apple with a hint of some honey or something like that. And then the clove spice is present, but I don't think it's overwhelming or too strong. In fact, as someone who loves clove, I'm craving more of it. But if you don't like clove, you may not be entirely put off by this one because it is definitely apple forward. So we picked up this one for him. We're going to be burning that one. Probably fire this up. I'm actually testing the Goose Creek pumpkin collection that I'll have my review out tomorrow, my lit review. So if you aren't subscribed and you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button so that it shows up in your feed. Also, if you want to be notified, click the little bell so you get notifications as well. And I am doing the pumpkin ones from Goose Creek. I'm realizing I think there's one that might be a dupe of Leaves. I'm going to have to do a side-by-side sniff because this smells a lot like one of them I just tested. So it's just fall up in here. We're burning all these pumpkin, apple, spice candles right now. It's a whole vibe. And then he came upon some of the leftover summer candles, which by the way, some of the early spring candles have now gone 75% off. So that whole like mermaid underwater collection is 75% off. The 4 candles that came out just for SAS are 75% off. The entire garden collection is 75% off. The one that had marshmallow lavender and lemon espresso twist, those are all 75% off. So if you haven't gotten out to your store this weekend, check it out. This store had almost nothing, 75% off, but they did have some late summer candles left. Those were regular sale price of $12.95. Stepdad was sniffing around and he was torn between Palo Santo, which I was like, hello, yes, and this one, Sea Salt and Sails, and this is one that he liked better. I will say, since I did my lit review on this one a couple months ago, it's been at least 2 months ago now, this has grown on me. It is a tad bit cologne-y, but I think it's really pretty. There's something about it that is still super fresh and feels very aquatic. I'm going to give it a try while I'm here. Also, he has a much larger space, so I feel like the scent isn't going to be as concentrated as it is in my single bedroom small condo. So we're going to see, but I think this is growing on me. It's ocean sea spray, aloe vera, nectar, and driftwood. And for me, the only thing holding me back is that driftwood note, which Bath & Body Works likes to make their driftwood very cologne-y, and I feel like you get a hint of that. But then that ocean spray note is just very fresh and crisp and aquatic. And the aloe vera just adds kind of a smooth warmth. Kind of like rounds out some of the sharp edges of the cologniness from the driftwood and the crispness from that ocean sea spray. I'm going to see if I like it. And I still love the labels on this collection. This one's got the little lobster and the little sailboats. I love the color matching lid. And then this one has white wax. And these are medium stiff ropey wicks. So he chose this one and this one. And then I picked up one of the new ones that just came back out, and that is Autumn Evening. And I wanted to do a review on this one because I know y'all have said in the comments that you smell this in store and that it smelled pretty light. I sniffed it in store too and was like, ooh, is this going to have any strength? Because it did smell light in the store. It's light at home, but now I'm curious about it. So I picked it up. I'm going to do a review here before I take off to California. This one is Cool Autumn Air, Fresh Eucalyptus, and Warm Woods. And there's something about this, I'm guessing it's the eucalyptus note that's in here, and probably that cool air note that reminds me a little bit of like a frozen lake or a lakeside morning. There's something really crisp in here. But then there's also something like deeply earthy and a little bit sweet, which is probably coming from that warm woods note. It's really pretty on cold. It's just not super strong. So I'm really curious when I light this up, how is it going to expand and evolve? Let me show you the label because I actually like the labels on these. People are complaining that they're too simple or AI or country, but I kind of like them. So you've got some fall trees, and then these labels, it's almost like it's textured. These stick out so you can feel the shapes of the tree and the moon. And then it's got this cute little border. Another forest scene on the back. Loving the color matching lid. Matte red on this one. And then all of the ones in this collection have a color matching lid. Book Loft has one. I don't remember what color. Football Season had a yellow one. And I think Sweater Weather was blue. I don't know. I'm liking how these look. White wax. And these are the medium stiff ropey wicks. Yeah, I'm going to give this a try. You'll see a Lighting the Way episode for this coming out probably next week. We'll see. I have a shipment of candles, multiple shipments back home. A shipment of Goose Creek candles I need to review. I have Virgil's wax melts from South of Sanity. I think I got a Yankee haul delivered while I was there. I have a lot of catching up to do when I get back home, plus rotation and empties video to do when I get back home. So probably next week, but we'll see. I also have the new online exclusive review I'm posting. Y'all, it's just a lot. So the 3 candles were all on sale, $12.95. And then the Stepdad has been a little bit anxious about hot wax pools in my candle jars. The sugar lemonade I have from Bath and Body Works, I actually have that going over there. That one is enough to where it's full pool when it's lit, so it's getting towards the bottom, and he's like, oh, is that going to be hot? And I was like, well, yeah, it is, but I've been sitting it on top of the lid, so it should be okay. He seemed worried. I was like, you know what, let's just pick up a candle holder. So he chose this one, which is like the marble style. It's just a pillar stand. It's not necessarily a pedestal, but it's also not a sleeve. You just put your candle on top there. It's sturdy, so he doesn't have to worry about the cats knocking it over. It's masculine enough to where, you know, he doesn't have to be embarrassed by it. I think he actually liked the bling one, the really shiny, like, disco ball one. He's like, can you imagine what people would say about me if they came in and saw that? And I was like, just tell them it's your daughter's. Like, they don't have to know. It's like one of your guy friends makes fun of you and be like, man, what's that? Just be like, yeah, my daughter left it here. But he didn't quite pull the trigger on it. So we went with this one, which is okay. I understand. You know, he's of an older generation. He's getting up there. He's 75. So some of his old boys from the Midwest would not have approved of a bling-in, you know, candle holder. But I don't even know if his friends would approve of burning candles, but whatever. So I think this looks okay. It's going to go okay with his decor, and it makes him feel better about the candles getting hot. This one, full price, $19.95. And then he was sniffing all the colognes. We were probably over there on the cologne wall, I want to say 20 minutes. And he asked me, he goes, oh, well, should I spray this on my body? Because doesn't it change? And I was like, yeah, it does. It can change based off of your body chemistry. So it was really cute. He had like cologne like here and here and here. And he was going up both arms. And we started off with the New Moon fragrance. I don't remember what that's called entirely. Something over the moon, under the moon. I'll put a picture up here. He really liked that one on cold, and then it's always going to be cold, but liked it on the tester, candle language, candle brain. And then he sprayed it on his skin and it ended up smelling much more perfumey on his skin. So he was like, yeah, I don't want to do that. I was like, okay. Then we were kind of narrowed down to Noir and Graphite. Then he started smelling Ocean and, oh, there's another Atlantic, another aquatic one. And he thought, well, those kind of end up smelling a little bit soapy. Eventually, we got back to Graphite and Noir, and he landed on Graphite. So he picked up this full-size cologne, and this one is $35, or was $35 on sale yesterday. And he said, you know, that's going to take me forever to finish this bottle. And I said, sure is, but that doesn't matter. If you like it, get it. So this is what the bottle looks like. Kind of a graphite color. And then it's a see-through glass with just a simple golden label there that says Graphite Men's Shop. And then it says by Bath and Body Works. You've got kind of a semi-sheen black lid. And then you've got the aerosol or aerator. Wow, y'all. That just took me like 3 minutes to get this off. I was like, what am I doing wrong? It doesn't feel like a twist top. It's not. It just was stuck on there really good. And then the sprayer is black. I'll go ahead and spray a little bit of this on me. I'm not a huge cologne person, but y'all, this one I don't mind so much. I think it's pretty. It's very unisex. Yeah, smells better on him than it does on me. I feel like it smells almost a little aftershavey on me. Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty to me, but I think on him it smelled warmer. On me, it smells a little bit sharper. Okay, the scent notes on this one are sage, bergamot, spice, and leather woods. I really like the deepness of the leather note that's in here, the kind of earthiness and grounding fragrance of the leather. That bergamot is a little bit bright, and then the spiciness, I feel like, just adds this like hint of masculinity in there to kind of round it all out. Gorgeous fragrance. He has this in the deodorant, I think in the body wash. Y'all, I'm getting him hooked on Bath and Body Works. He said to me last night, because one of his iced tea lemonade soaps is almost gone. He's like, I might have to go over there without you. And I was like, look at you. Look at you. He's like, yeah, I didn't know about Bath and Body Works. I'm like, yeah, I don't know how you didn't know about Bath and Body Works, but I was like, I've been buying it since high school. He's like, yeah, I know. So anyhow, I'm happy he's loving it. I've been spoiling him. He keeps trying to pay for stuff, and I'm like, dude, no. Like, you paid for so much for me as a kid. As a stepdad, you are under no legal obligation to take care of me, to support me, to love me, and you did all those things. Let me buy you your Bath and Body Works. It's a gift. Okay, that's the cologne. That's his candle holder. You got his candles. His stuff is done. The last two things are the rewards that I picked up. I had a lot of rewards, and one of those is the Fine Fragrance Mist of Loft. Now, personally, I think this label leaves a lot to be desired. Nothing about this says Loft to me. There's not even a book on here. It is looks like a maple leaf in the center and then some weird plaid design. Why is it pink? I don't know. This is not, I don't feel like this is a Loft label. I don't care though, because I like the fragrance. I did try this in the body cream. I felt like it was a little bit heavy and overpowering. Tried it in the mist and it did not bother me as much. So I picked up the body mist. Got to spray it the right direction. Now, I do not need any more fine fragrance mists. However, I am leaving this here at the stepdad's house. I'm going to leave this here so that I can spray this on myself at night. I have the room spray that I'm going to have at home of the Loft. Oh, I love this so much. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that this is one of my favorite fragrances from Bath & Body Works of all time. It's Crisp Bergamot, Neroli, and Cozy Woods. I feel like it's sharp from that neroli. You get this like sense of, I don't want to say like musky attic or like musky Loft, but there's something that's deeply earthy in here. And I'm guessing that's coming from that Cozy Woods note. I just love it. It smells like an old, comfortable space. And not in a bad way, although I think this is slightly polarizing and some people think that it stinks. But I personally just love it. So this is normally $16.95, but I got this for free with a reward. And then I originally was using travel lotions to go back and forth to Michigan this summer. I'm going to be back here again in a couple of weeks because now Jason's mom is having some health issues. So we're going to be back here mid-August. And I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of buying these travel size things. I think I got a couple on SAS. I got one for free. I'm just going to buy full-size body care and leave it here. Plus, it's an excuse for me to buy some more stuff or use my rewards. So instead of going with the travel size body creams, I just picked up a full-size body cream to keep here in the water fragrance. Plus, the stepdad likes this scent. I do not understand this collection. There's half of it's called Rain, half of it's called Water, and then there's that other one that smells very similar but not quite the same that was like Reviving Rain or something like that. Anyhow, this has scent notes of watery, clean, and fresh, which is completely useless, but to me, this smells like a fresh aquatic cucumber. It doesn't say there's a cucumber note in here, but that's what I get when I smell this lotion. I really like it. It's very crisp. It is very fresh. It is aquatic, but it also smells a little bit like fresh cut cucumber. I told him he could use it if he wants. I'm just going to keep it in the downstairs bathroom. I'll use it while I'm here. He can use it if he wants to because he did like the body wash, but he didn't like that it didn't suds enough. So I might use the body wash too while I'm here and then use that up and use this as body cream afterwards. So this is normally $18.95. One of the benefits of them ruining the rewards program is that they upped the maximum to $18.95 so I could get this one for free. All right, y'all, bag is empty. That's everything I got. All right, let's see. With the 3 candles, candle holder, full-size cologne, and 2 rewards of the body care, my total before tax was $93.80, and I saved $92.80. So about half off of everything. And the stepdad, I think he's going to want to pay for the cologne, but I'm going to keep arguing with him about it. We'll see how that goes down. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. Did I pick up anything you're excited about? Let me know in the comments. Talk to me. Tell me what you're picking up this weekend, what you're excited about at Bath & Body Works. If you appreciated this Saturday ritual haul video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That always makes me feel good. And I will see you tomorrow with my Pumpkin Collection 8-candle Goose Creek lit review episode. I will have that ready to go. I'm just wrapping up testing those candles as we speak. All right, until then, take care. Bye-bye.